Researchers are still puzzling over the combat effectiveness of this tank and cannot come to a consensus. As far as this tank, designed to destroy enemy fortifications, was able to prove itself in the defensive battles of 1941. However, there's one really exclusive recollection, taken at the beginning of this century from a German tanker who managed to meet a Soviet KV-2 tank on the battlefield and survive. Hans Bachmann was able to fight alongside the Wehrmacht's 8th Panzer Division in early July 1941, when the division was part of the 56th Motorized Corps, commanded by the legendary German General Erich von Manstein. In early July, the division's units were advancing quite rapidly towards the city of Leningrad, but the German units were in for some very unpleasant surprises due to counterattacks by the enemy's tank divisions. However, as Bachmann recalled, he remembered most of all the incident, after which, in Munich, he found and bought a photo of a Soviet KV-2, put the photo in a frame, and then hung it on the wall. Bachmann's T-4 tank, with a short and not the most effective gun, moved through the dense forests of the northwestern lands of the Soviet Union, once inhabited by Baltic tribes. The division's tank column advanced leisurely, waiting for the Soviet tankers to attack, and for good reason, because the attack did indeed begin. A shell fell on a country road, and as Bachmann said, the ground, which was blown up by the explosion, rose as if to the heavens. The Germans did not have time to react competently, and the second shell, which was intended to destroy reinforced concrete fortifications, weighing 40 kilograms, hit a German T-3 tank. There was practically nothing left of it. Bachmann said that they immediately opened fire, however, after realizing that the Soviet tank, which came out of the woods, did not penetrate, decided to retreat. It is not clear why, but the crew of the Soviet tank made a fatal mistake. He began to pursue the Germans. But what guided the commander of the tank KV-2 is not clear, because on a country road this tank developed a speed of no more than 16 kilometers per hour, and catch up with the German medium tanks he could not. Bachmann recalled that then, for the first time in his life, he was really scared. The Soviet car went after them, on the move, even though it was firing shells past them. As Bachmann claimed, he was helped by God himself when the KV-2 literally fell into a hole at the level of its turret. Later, this KV-2 was taken care of by German anti-tank crews, which according to Bachmann fiddled with it until evening. Only the 88mm flak guns were able to penetrate the turret, and then the Soviet tank was silenced. Initially the Germans thought that the crew had run out of shells and ammunition. But the tankers, having used up all their ammunition, managed to get out of the rear hatches and hide in the woods. Bachmann saw the tank again only when it was lying in a pit, riddled with shells. And even after 60 years he wondered how Soviet engineers had managed to produce such a vehicle back in 1940.